I like to really break down what we're doing when we're out on the golf course and why. So basically there are four things that you can do in and around the green when you're playing golf. You can putt the ball, you can chip the ball, you can pitch, and we'll talk into the difference between chipping and pitching, or you can hit a lob shot. A putter, that is the easiest club really to make solid contact because it's a short stroke, very little loft. So if we have the option anytime on the golf course to use the putter, we're going to use it. That's option number one. Option number two, which is what we're working on here, is a chip shot. Okay, and the difference between a chip shot and a pitch shot is really kind of how we're thinking about playing the shot. So a chip shot, we're going to read it very similarly to a putt. We're really not focused on where the ball lands necessarily. We're focused on how far it goes. That leads me into the pitch. Now we're really looking at an area of the green where we want this ball to land. And if you can pan over just slightly down there, you can see that it kind of dips down a little bit. If we were hitting a shot down there and we want to land it up on the green here, that's an instance where we really don't want to run it through that much grass, and it's severely uphill, so playing the speed is going to be difficult. We know that if we can make solid contact and land it in a certain area, now we're going to have success. Lob shot's our final option, but when we get into doing the on-course portion of the lesson, we'll also talk about strategy. But because this is the last option, it's the hardest of all four shots that you can play around the green. The other thing is, if I've done this out on the golf course, and this is leading into our next lesson, but if I'm in this position out on the golf course, I made a serious mental mistake in the shot that I hit into this green. As you can see, if I'm hitting a shot into here, not only is there trouble left, I went left, and then further left of that to where I have to hit a lob. If you ever have to hit a lob shot, you need to stop and say, okay, what did I do wrong? Mentally, you made a mistake. Three-shot routine, and you want to get to where you do the same thing every time. And it can be as easy as, I like to use just see it, feel it, and hit it. The first part, see it, is a very crucial part because we're really assessing what we are trying to do with this golf shot. You can see that big tree along the left side of the fairway. So that's obviously one of our main factors here. We step up to decide what kind of a shot we're going to hit. We're going to section the fairway off into 4 sections. So for this shot, I'm seeing my main trouble is on the left. There's a big tree on the left. So now I'm looking to hit the quadrant that is right middle. I always want to swing toward a target. Really, we're trying to manage our misses out here. There is a spot in the background where I can see a patch of red leaves that really lines up with the right center portion of this fairway, which is going to keep me away from the trouble on the left. And if I do hit it at that target, I'm going to have some success. Now we're going to feel it. And for me, this is going to be a stock kind of swing with the driver to where if it goes dead straight, I'm great. If it falls a little bit out of the sky to the right, I'm okay there. So now I'm just going to try to feel that shot that I have assessed that I need to play. Okay, so I'm just going to take a couple practice swings. So Chris and I have already had a couple lessons to where we were working on some swing thoughts, working on some ball flights. So really we want to try to get all of those swing thoughts out of our head when we're out on the golf course. We really want to just concentrate on playing golf. For me, I like to have a line that's a moment of truth. Once I cross that line, all I'm trying to do is make a good swing and hit the ball toward the target. Okay, so Chris has hit a really good shot in the fairway here. We've got 165 yards to the flag stick. So when, just getting the yardage isn't the only determination on what club we're going to pull. We talked about sectioning off the fairway into four sections. We're going to do the same with the green, and we're going to do quadrants. We're always going to try to find the best quadrant that makes sense. There's really no wind today, so wind really isn't going to be a factor. It is just slightly downhill, so that will be a factor. And then we're going to assess our trouble spots. So really the trouble would be front right. There's a bunker front right. So if I were Chris here, 165, I'm really going to try to find something that's pretty close to that number because that pin is in the middle of the green. We don't want to be deep. We don't want to be short. The other thing is our trouble's right, so we're going to favor middle to middle left.